a therapist and mom, creator of the Mindset. Welcome to my show, to my podcast, where we talk about the incredible, often messy, and totally amazing connection between your brain and body. I'll be sharing science, stories, and a good dose of humor, all in bite-sized 20 to 30-minute episodes for busy adults like us. I want to take a moment, though, to say thank you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for listening to this. And as a thank you back, I promise to show up as my true self. Sometimes calm and stoic, sometimes a little hyper and interruptive, sometimes I swear, and sometimes I mess up my words, but always 100% me. And with every podcast, we're going to take a pause. So let's take a quick pause. We're going to take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a moment to settle in with me. I only need 20 minutes. I have a very special episode, and it involves one of my besties, Meghan Samaras, who literally helped save me from across the country. It's true.
I'm glad I was able to help. I felt hopeless being so far away.
I felt hopeless. Here I am, the week before the kids start school. Alex, my son, the youngest, is going in 8th grade. My daughter, a sophomore, into college. And we're sitting there, and all of a sudden my house shakes. And I think, holy crap, tornado, earthquake, because that's just what I think. Illinois tornado drills. And the next thing I see is a tree sticking out of my roof and a tree in front of my windows. And there's trees all over my house, in my house, where they shouldn't be. No. And you went on Facebook, you went on Freestites, you rallied the troops, you just stepped up.
So, I'm a helper. It's what I do.
I want to say thank you, though.
Oh, of course. I would have driven down to you if the roads weren't blocked. I'd have been there in about 12 hours if it were up to me.
I really appreciate it. And all this tree crap happened before Helene. And then Helene hit, and there was even more crap going on.
Yeah.
And you're a busy mama, too. A former 911 operator, a super mom, super resilient, trying to be the peacekeeper in your family and navigating everything. And you stepped up for me halfway across the country, and I really appreciate it.
Oh, I didn't even think twice about doing any of it. I would have done so much more.
Which is why I'm saying thank you.
Obviously.
I would never have estimated the amount of help we needed. I would have been so far off. And I'm a mom. I'm a mental health therapist. I have an idea of what people economically are dealing with and the financial stress it has on our physical and mental health. I totally would have messed that up, that figure, completely. And there's so much more to it.
Oh, it's absolutely outrageous how much things go for, how much things cost until you have to look into it. Like our basement flooded a couple of weeks ago, maybe last month. We had so much rain and the basement flooded. And then we're looking at foundation repairs. And while our property is not in a flood zone, we do butt up against a creek that was at maximum capacity. And the dollar amount is absolutely gag worthy to fix your foundation, and then to learn that the insurance won't cover it because it's flood damage. So it's like, hey, guess what? You need to come up with approximately $30,000 out of pocket to fix your foundation.
Yeah.
So that's just one project that you guys had. And then on a roof and walls and insulation and HVAC systems. It's just.
And this is why I still don't have a garage.
Yeah, I mean.
It's just, it boggles my mind because I feel like I'm not a news junkie, but I try to stay informed. I have friends and family on both sides of the aisle. I'm always trying to understand as many perspectives as I can as a therapist because I just want to help a person, right?
Right. And you need to be some level informed
Yes, and I
to
thought
understand
that's
why people make the
informed.
decisions they make. Right.
We don't talk about this shit.
Hmm.
We do not inform each other how much this impacts a community. We do not tell each other how financially and mentally and physically this drains you.
Yeah.
And I don't know why we haven't.
Because I think being children of the 80s and 90s, there was still a big taboo about mental health and the discussion of money. Like it was in polite conversation. Like
Well, we never
not
talked about money.
not my parents, but my grandparents were of the opinion that you don't talk about money, religion, or politics in mixed company. Like that was all stuff that you maybe talked about with your spouse and maybe your adult children, but
Mm-hmm.
on a widespread conversation, it was just, oh no. So everybody's under this misinterpretation that we're all doing just fine because on the surface and the outwardly we are. But if you peel back a few layers, like you realize how messed up everybody really is, but no one's willing to
Yes.
show that and be vulnerable enough to put it out there like that.
No, because I I think because when you're stuck in survival mode, half the time you don't know it.
Oh, yes, big time.
So like after I had my son, I had such extreme anxiety. I was constantly in survival mode. I was just trying to get to the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. Wasn't really enjoying things. So I get the not noticing it.
Yeah, putting on a brave face really does camouflage it, even
Yes,
from yourself.
exactly.
Right.
But if we don't have these conversations, then there's no like, aha, oh, I'm doing that. There's no moment
Right.
of realization. And I
Hmm.
don't understand why, with the internet and all the crap out there and the TikToks and all this stuff, we're still, we're, we talk about mental health and all these quick things to make us feel better and 5 ways to do this, 3 ways to do that. And don't get me wrong, that stuff's great and I
Hmm.
use it. But that's just like surface level shit.
And I think where the TikToks and Instagram stories are extremely beneficial is it might help you, like something might set you off and go, oh, hey, that's something I tend to do, or I'll catch myself doing that. But that has to be your first step in your line of stepping stones of,
Right, the
oh, this is
acknowledgement.
something, right? You acknowledge it, and then you take the next step of find yourself a professional to help you dig a little deeper.
But we don't do the next step. And we don't in the Instagram, the Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, and I'm sure I'm forgetting some. We don't say, and now reach out.
Yeah, because I think it might still be a little bit showing too much of your vulnerability, even still as a content creator who's very pro mental health. Do this and it'll help your anxiety. But we never end with like the top 5 things you can do. Number 5 is never find yourself a professional therapist. And that's what like people need to be shouting from the rooftops is
And
that
that just, it blows my mind and frustrates me. It's been an honor to have all my listeners a part of this podcast. Thank you for joining me and giving me your very valuable time. Please remember, it's okay not to be okay. Your nervous system is just always trying to. And if you're looking for more ways to feel calmer, more regulated, check out my app, Mind Circuit. You can find it on Android and iPhones. If you have a question you'd like us to explore in a future episode, please send it my way. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment, positive, nice one. Until then, take a deep breath and be kind to your nervous system.